Hello, everybody. It's Dave Neal. Happy Friday. It's Bachelor Nation News. We've got a Bachelor in Paradise cast reveal. All of the cast, well, not all of the cast members, but the initial cast, as Game of Roses says, the ones that are touching sand first, the first sand goers, those that have the sand between their toes on the first day have been announced. We've got Blake. We've got Rachel. Bachelor in Paradise, especially the promo videos, are a chance for the cast members to break the fourth wall and play into the sort of stereotypes, the archetypes about them. Rachel mentioned she no longer has an engagement ring on. Fun stuff, folks. Fun stuff. Blake's over there doing his safari bit. I love it. I can't wait to interview Blake on Driving with Dave. Oh my gosh, are we gonna have fun? Maybe we should go to a zoo or something. I don't know. Well, maybe just like hold a sloth the whole time. We'll have to see. Either way, I'm gonna get to that video. So hold on to that. We're gonna get to that video. I've got a couple other random things. Here's the trailer I'm gonna play for you guys. But also, I wanted to share a video that Maddie posted. All good stuff, all good love. She has some good advice for people, and then I'm gonna share. We have Cassie Randolph posting the photos from the wedding she went to. Brighton said, "I miss you." As of course we saw Brighton out at my stand-up show this past Thursday. Great guy, good dude. So here is Cassie with Demi, and it looks like Katie Moe. We love Katie Moe and Heather, and of course Hannah Godwin. And there they are. The some photos. Women, everyone dance and pretend to be natural. You know what I mean? Doing what they got to do. But good for Cassie. She looks like she's glowing and having a good time there at the Eiffel Tower, the Tour d'Eiffel. All right, so let's go to Maddie, and then we're gonna get into this paradise stuff. Let's listen to some advice she has for single people. Hey, sometimes it's good advice. Let's have a listen.
These are the 3 greatest gifts that singleness gave me. In the book I'm releasing this September, I refer to these as the 3 H's. This is just how my brain works, so track with me. But the first H is holiness. Singleness gives you the opportunity to become complete in Christ, to become holy. It gives you the opportunity to figure out who you are, what you're passionate about, what your convictions are, what your values are. I call it holiness because ultimately as Christians, as followers of Christ, we are called to be holy as he is holy, like it talks about in 1 Peter 1:16. The second H is healing.
I don't know if you guys knew this. It doesn't count as an Instagram reel if you don't insert a Bible verse.
The thing about marriage is that it does not erase all of our flaws and shortcomings like we sometimes think that it does. I just need to be married, then my life will be better, I'll be happier. No, it actually ends up amplifying all of our struggles and problems and shortcomings. So I cannot emphasize enough how important it is to heal from the things that you've been through before ever considering stepping into marriage. If we don't prioritize that healing, we'll end up building a wall between ourselves and our one day future spouses.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's great advice. Treat the relationship like the dessert, not the main course. Dave, verse 1.
So I remember going through the season of singleness and praying to God to search my heart and reveal anything in me that was not of him. And I asked him to, and he started revealing, but I'm so grateful that I allowed the Lord to heal my heart before I ever considered stepping into marriage. Third.
Now, I don't mind when people use Christianity to preach these common good values. I don't mind that at all. Some people say the Lord, some people say spirit, some people say my inner chi. Like, I don't care what it's called. That's like a linguistic issue, whether you call it the Lord above. Like you guys know, my stance is that God is within all of us. It's a spirit that binds us all. That's my idea of it. That gives me more control over things versus some angry guy with a white beard. Just do as I say, or shall you be damned? You know, people, the hurricanes because God hates liberals, or all these, the wackadoodles, right? It's like, no. It's a piece of all of us that can be harnessed and all of that. That's what I believe. But I can listen to the Christian ideology and translate it to what I think is very universal.
H is healthy habits. I heard it said one time, we are what we repeatedly do. And so who we're becoming is so important in our daily, everyday decisions. Who you are when no one is watching is who you will be when everyone is watching.
Which is great. And that's the same advice we had on a poster when I was, training for football in high school. It was like the adversity or, the idea that who you are when no one's watching is, that's true character. Absolutely. Now, nothing against it here. It's a reel that is made to promote her book, The 3 Gifts Singleness Gave Me. I have an entire chapter on singleness and waiting seasons in my new book, The Love Everybody Wants, out on September 19th. Would Maddie Pruitt do a Driving with Dave? I don't think so. I would do one, and I would be honest and be like, look, you understand why. Do you? Maybe I don't. Do you understand why people think you're a little kooky out there? And I don't think Maddie is like a grifter in the sense that she's preaching things she doesn't believe. I don't believe that at all. But we do have to remember the way that Christianity wasn't supposed to be a profitable thing. And in our country, we live in the United States, and I think the most capitalistic Christian world where everybody's trying to profit off of Christianity. Here's a quick clip I found. I really enjoyed this interview with Jelly Roll. He's a fantastic country musician. He served hard time in prison for like armed robbery and drug deals gone bad and things like this. So here he is on the Flagrant podcast describing the Jesus Christ he believes in. A little bit of a different tone than what Maddie says.
This dude ran around with 12 thugs. If he was here today, he'd be on a fucking Harley. He'd be going to a bar. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'll give you another one. You ready for this? He flipped a table over in the temple. You remember this story? And he said, don't make a merchant of my father's house. Yet every mega church in America sells CDs and books and fucking coffee. Yeah. There's Starbucks in these places. It's like, they're so picky and choosy. Yeah. The church is so like, well, hold on. It fits our agenda to really nail in on this one thing that was said in Leviticus.
Wow. Picky and choosy. Don't make a merchant of my father's house, flipping tables. And remember, Jesus Christ did that. He was upset that people were exploiting the good word for their own profit. Now, I'm not really judging Madison. I just thought that was an interesting connective tissue there. Sell your book. I'm a big capitalistic guy. Sell your book. You know what I mean? Okay. So, yeah, Bachelor in Paradise. Dave, how dare you talk about something other than what's on the thumbnail title? Well, I knew the Bachelor in Paradise thing wouldn't be that long of a video, so we added some other interesting conversations to it. All right, let's watch it. I'll probably pause it, or maybe we'll watch it one time and then we'll pause it through. Here's the trailer.
Almost paradise. We're knocking on heaven's door. Almost paradise.
All right, so we have Mercedes, Braden. I'm going to have to pause it, guys, because for copyright reasons, I'm just going to try to get through this and just pause on each person. All right. There's Blake. He's in a forest there, spying on people, being a little peeping Tom. We love it. Nice hat. All right, Brooklyn's back, baby. We didn't get a great taste of Brooklyn on the last season. I thought she got involved in some of that low-hanging fruit villain beef, which I don't think she needed. But we'll have to see how she does. Of course, she is a rodeo girl. Is that the right term? I don't know what they're called. She's a cowgirl. So here she is lassoing some bros.
I could see forever.
All right, there's Kylie doing a Zumba dance. I think Kylie's going to be a big hit this season. Blake even commented, Kylie, you actually dance in the club like that. Oh, well, is someone slapping the flow, if you know what I mean? Oh, and there's Greer. Greer, of course. I have high hopes for Greer. I've always had a very soft spot for Greer. She probably knows this. You know, I pick and choose Greer, Jess, Girard. There's certain people on the show that I think are just kind people. And I see that about Greer. Don't prove me wrong, Greer. I hope you have a fantastic season. And speaking of kindness, Braden right there. So we cut to Braden. He's got rubber ducky earrings. He's got the old cookie duster, as they call it, the cookie sweeper there, and the mustache. And Braden's gonna be a hit. He's gonna be a hit commodity on this show. 100% count on that. Oh, there's Kat Izzo. Kat's going to be a catch. The Julia Roberts of Bachelor Nation, putting some sunblock on the clavicles.
And in your arms, salvation.
And Will is I don't want to say an undercard here, but he's a guy that I would probably be mistaken if I said he was from Katie Thurston's season. Was he more recent? Either way, he's not as well known, but I love when they bring some guys in that aren't as well known, because I think this is a place where guys like that can thrive.
Not so far.
All right, here it is. Rachel Recchia opens on a close-up of her hand. You guys know how I have that joke I did last night at my stand-up show, which I will be talking more in today's Bachelor Rush Hour podcast, my show last night in Seattle. But that idea that when you get engaged, you post the photo of the engagement ring, and I think when you get divorced, you should have to post a photo with the tan line that said not anymore. I just think it would make it easier for audiences to know, like, hey, what's your deal? But either way, Rachel playing into the joke there that her engagement to Tino didn't exactly take flight, if you will. Olivia, gorgeous. Don't know much about Olivia. Very excited. Again, just like Will, very excited to see her storyline play. I mean, here's the deal, right? It's sometimes is a popularity contest on the show, but at the same time, if you're a guy, if you're Blake, you got the binoculars, and you see Olivia, you're like, she might not have been a top contender on whoever's season, but that's a gorgeous person. Let's have a mimosa and see what life is all about. All right, Aaron S., good friends with Braden. Also didn't get to see too much of him on charity season. I like the suit in the pool look. Very nice. Good dry cleaning bill there. Look out for that chlorine in the pockets. But either way, fireman, right? So let's see if he hoses down the ladies with his charm.
Almost paradise.
Is Eliza or Eliza? Eliza there pulling a mermaid, on the rocks with the water flowing. Very, very iconic, simple yet elegant and beautiful shot there in a white bikini.
We're knocking on heaven's door.
All right, Sam J. So Sam, now correct me if I'm wrong. Sam was on Clayton's season, and she was the one who left night one. Am I right on this? She left night one. She was like, I'm not into it. And they didn't really give her much of an exit storyline. She kind of just like, nah, this isn't for me. And she's the one who has a hard time pooing. I think she went 8 days. I believe this is the one. Correct me if I'm wrong. 8 days without a poo. So they had to call in the poo experts. They had to Postmate some poo experts and clean the pipes, if you will.
Almost paradise.
Aaron is back straight from Fiji. So literally, just somebody get this guy a neck pillow for all the traveling he's doing.
How could we ask for more?
Oh, there it is. The glitter queen, Jess, everybody, on the beach. I think Jess will be a hot commodity. You can tell it's very windy out there with all the flyaways going on. But I think Jess will be a hot commodity. I've always said this. Like, I think she's an absolute babe. Oh, Dave, how dare you say that with a wife? My wife thinks she's a babe, too. You can both agree. She's a babe. Blake Moynes is a babe. I think we're going to see Jess being fought over by some of these guys, and we'll have to see how that plays out.
I swear that I could see.
Oh, Sean. Now, Sean, of course, was professing his love for charity. Clearly didn't work out. Sean, the Prince Charming of the cartoon princess world. We'll have to see how his hair works on it with that sea breeze, and see if Sean. Sean was kind of, I don't want to say problematic, but he was in the center of a lot of bullshit on charity season. I'll give him a pass if he's likable on Bachelor in Paradise. Bachelor in Paradise is a much easier place to see if someone's got a good personality and are likable, because it's a lot easier to, I think on Bachelor and Bachelorette, it's a lot easier to get into beef with different people because you're all competing off the same person. But we'll have to see. Does Sean play well with others? Kat there. I think Kat will be unproblematic as well. She's a fun, good, loving, great producers lover, perfect pipeline for Paradise. Just because, by the way, can she date Connor the cat? That would be a nice feline mix. And Peter, a night one guy who, from Pilot Pete, different Pilot Pete, but he's here. We'll have to see if he can get his love wings off the ground. And Jesse Palmer, deep throats a burrito. Very nice, Jesse Palmer. And Wells the bartender. So that's it, folks. That's our Bachelor in Paradise, at least the start of the show. There'll probably be another dozen folks or so, and they'll come back, and that's going to be premiering, which is going to be epic. I think we'll have to do pre-show and post-show live streams because this is going to be on Thursdays. We're going to have Golden Bachelor at 8 p.m., and this is going to be 9 9 to 11? Do I have that 9 to 11? So maybe we won't. I don't know. We'll have, let me leave a comment if you would watch an after show live stream. But either way, this is going to air on Thursdays, which means Fridays are going to be rip roaring. Maybe we'll do a Friday live stream just to wrap it all up. So much to get into. I got one more story for you guys today. We're going to get to that next. Sean Booth says he hopes Caitlin Bristow figures out what she wants after Jason Tartick split. That's coming up right after this.